You guys, I'm drinking my White Claw out of a coupe glass. Tell us you're bougie without telling us you're bougie. Although, is it really bougie if I'm drinking a White Claw? I don't know. But you guys get the idea. Okay. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalia if this is your very first time here. And today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my beauty favorites. I feel like this video is like so delayed only because I wanted to make sure I grabbed everything, and if you guys could see like what I have going on over here, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of these products are things that like were just like my ride or dies all throughout 2021. Some of the things I've had even before that, but I just wanted to make sure to still include them in the video because they're things that are just staples in my collection that I just really have no desire or intention really of getting rid of anytime soon. Some of these things are new, and then obviously, like I just said, some of them are old, but I've hit pan and repurchased, or things I definitely intend on repurchasing, so you guys sort of like get the idea. If you guys are not already subscribed, don't forget to go ahead and click that button down at the bottom so that you guys are here for every video I post. I do post new videos every week, and my content is like beauty, lifestyle, travel, fashion, all of the above, so you guys get full spectrum here, you know? So without further ado, let's just go ahead, let's jump right into it. So, kicking it off with hair. So this brand is called Bread. They sell it at Sephora. That's where I got this. It is an everyday hair gloss. You guys can see I've literally already used half. A little bit truly goes a long way. I feel like I've definitely had this probably since the summer of 2021, and I've obviously made a dent, but it's definitely not gone. I think it retails for about $25 or $30. I live in the US, so 20 or 30 US dollars. And I just love it. It's so good for like natural hair, if you like, or it's good for like wigs or extensions, whatever it is. It's really good, just in general. And what I do like is, like I said, a very little bit goes a long way. So like if you use too much, I will tell you, like, full disclaimer, your hair will be oily. Just go wash, take a shower, start over, like just start fresh. But like if you use the right amount, it gives the hair that lustrous, like, I just got my hair done vibe, and I love that feeling, because like, you know, after it's been a few days or a week or so and you really need a wash and you just haven't done it yet, because if you're like me, it's just pure laziness. So I go ahead, I take a little bit of a little dab on my hand, like probably about a dime size amount, and then I go ahead and just run it through my hair, and I make sure to like get a lot on the tips, but obviously not all of it, and it's just so awesome. Like, I am obsessed with this, and like I said, the brand is called Bread Beauty. So if you guys are ever in a Sephora and are in need of a hair oil, I highly recommend this one. And it does say it's like meant for like gloss, like it's a hair gloss, but I'm sure, like, I'm not gonna lie, I've not like really looked into like the nutrients for your hair that are in here, but like I'm sure there's some. Just don't ask me, okay? So I have quite a bit of skincare here that I'm excited to share with you guys. I think I grabbed it all. I was well prepared for this video for once, so I do think it's all here. So for starters, I'm gonna start with my face wash. I've been raving about this face wash probably for like 4 years. This is the Oola Henriksen Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. Now, what I love about this cleanser is not only is it a really good cleanser just for your skin, it really helps keep my acne at bay, keeps my oil under control. Like, it literally lives up exactly to its name, which I literally love. But more importantly, it gets all my makeup off. Like, I feel like you ever buy a face wash and then you use it, and even after you double cleanse, you still feel like there's residue on your skin from your makeup. I never ever feel like that happens whenever I use this face wash, and so that's why it's become just such a staple in my collection. I cannot tell you how many of these I've gone through. I will never, or at least like until someone puts me on to something better, if something better even exists, I will never stop using this face wash. If you have oily skin, if you have oily areas, if you're oily at certain times of the year, I highly recommend this for those times like when you're at your oiliest, because by getting like, you know, having a good skincare routine sets your skin up for success, like for your makeup base, and then your makeup can last and hold like, you know, for the rest of the day. So totally recommend this. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. I literally cannot say that enough. So don't say I never told you anything. Okay. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is the Niacinamide from The Ordinary. It is 10% niacinamide and 1% zinc. I use it every night before I go to bed. Just a tiny bit goes a long way. It does say on the back that you can use it in the morning and the night. I personally do not use it in the morning, but I have a reason why, and I'm going to show you guys in a second. But I absolutely love this. If you guys don't know what like niacinamide is, it has a lot of amazing properties. It really helps with inflammation, with pores, with you know, the clarity of your skin, shine. Like there are just so many benefits to niacinamide. Now I will be honest and say you don't want to overuse niacinamide because that can be damaging. So you want to find like the right balance for your skin. And so, you know, with these products I've managed to do that for myself. So just, you know, proceed with caution sort of when you're using, you know, you're introducing new skincare. Really proceed with caution when you're using any product that's going on your skin. But for people who have oily skin, I think niacinamide is an awesome thing to add into your skincare routine. Whether it be in like a drop like this or in a moisturizer or in whatever the case might be, it's just a really good thing to add into your skincare. And I have, obviously you guys can't see because I have a lot of makeup on, but I have quite a few blemishes underneath my skin. It's just natural. But a few years ago I had so many, like sometimes I look back at those photos or videos and I'm like, oh my god, like I can't believe I sort of like let my skin get that bad. But over the years I've just adopted a really great skincare routine and I feel like I've pulled myself out of that, and I'm so glad. And like these are some of the products that have helped me do that. So yeah, so like I said, this is from The Ordinary. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about is also a niacinamide product. This is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dewdrops. Sorry, that's a mouthful, had to read it. So this is what I use in the morning. So I love this. Like I'm like one of those people that's like full glam or no glam. Okay, like I don't have time for like spot concealing, and like that's great. It's beautiful. It looks so good on everyone, but it's just not really like my vibe. So I love to use the dewdrops on days where I'm having like a no makeup day. It really just gives my skin such a healthy glow. So what I'll do is like I'll brush up my brows, keep them clean, put on like a lip gloss or a chapstick or whatever, obviously do my typical skincare routine, and then top it off with the niacinamide drops. Obviously it has all the benefits of the like I just explained niacinamide, so it has all of those benefits as well, along with just adding like a moisture, like, you know, adding a moisturizing quality to the skin and just really helping the skin to be illuminated throughout the course of the day. It's not super greasy, it's not oily, it's not messy, like, you know, it just goes on. I press it in and it's just great for the day. So while we're on the topic of skincare, I don't use this product as much anymore because I don't need it anymore, but I did want to make sure to mention it because it has truly changed the game. I just told you guys how I had terrible skin a few years back. Actually, I know exactly what year it was. It was 2018. My skin was at its worst. It's worst. Like I think over here, so many dark spots. I wasn't wearing sunblock. I wasn't using like, you know, good skincare products. Like I just was not doing the damn thing. Okay, I started with this product and it has changed my life. So this is the Urban Skin RX Retinol Rapid Repair and Dark Spot Treatment. Holy grail. Holy grail. So I have it still because I use it like occasionally when I feel like I need it, but back then I was using it regularly. So what I will say about this product is it does burn a little bit, or like tingle, I guess is the better like word to use when describing the feeling. And then your skin will sort of start to peel, which freaked me out a lot. I was like, am I allergic? Like, you know, literally like bugging out, trying to figure it out. But holy crap, it's like I grew new skin. I mean, we always grow new skin, but you get what I'm saying. Like I literally was like, every dark spot just like vanished from my face, guys. Like poof, be gone. Magic. So I think after I had started using this and like really got my skin to a healthy place and then added in like the retinols and the vitamin C's and all the things that I use now, I think the combination of all those things has really like truly changed the game for me. And so if you're struggling with dark spots, this is for you. So the good thing about this is it does say on the back that like or on the box or whatever, that you don't have to use it every day. You shouldn't use it every day. You should use English. You should use it 3 to 4 times a week, and it doesn't have to go all over your whole face. So let's say you have certain areas or really stubborn blemishes that you're really trying to get rid of, you can apply them directly to those. It does not need to go all over your face. So if you're sort of weary about that, or like you want to do a test patch, like that's a sort of great way to do it. So you have a lot of options when it comes to this product. It's really flexible, but like at the end of the day, it truly gets the job done. This is the Claro Cassie Vitamin C, that's a mouthful, glow serum by Desi. So Desi is an influencer. She's very big here on YouTube. She's very popular on Instagram. Like, she's everywhere. She's absolutely amazing, a phenomenal human being. I'm sure I would feel that way if I met her. I haven't, but you know, based on what I see, that is how I feel. So she released this vitamin C glow serum that I started using. I think it was either 2020 or in 2021. To be honest with you guys, I really don't remember exactly when I started using it, but I literally love it. And what I really like about this is like you notice a difference. Like you put it on your skin, and just like the niacinamide drops, like you add it to your skin, and like literally you can just see the glow. Like it's like you're radiating from the inside. Like that's the vibe I get whenever I wear this serum. So it does say like powerful antioxidants, brighten the appearance of skin for a youthful glow. Use it in the morning before sunscreen in the evening. So I like I said, like I sometimes try not to like overload my skin. So if I am doing my makeup and I'm wearing my makeup, I'll tend to go for this one, wow, Shalia. I tend to go for this one. If I'm not doing my makeup and I'm having a makeup free day, I go for the Glow Recipe Niacinamide Dewdrops, just so that my skin can sort of get a break and get a change, and like, you know, it's not getting too like comfortable with the things that I'm using, so that the things that I'm using are constantly working. This next one is pricey, but I'm obsessed. This was actually gifted to me for Christmas of 2020, so I used it all year 2021. This is the Lemare The Soft Moisturizing Cream. I am obsessed with this moisturizer, okay? Obsessed. I have never really, I'm not gonna say never, I rarely find a moisturizer that is lightweight, truly moisturizes my skin, lasts underneath my makeup throughout the day, so my face doesn't feel cakey or heavy or anything like that, and then doesn't break my makeup down. Like there is probably only like 2 other moisturizers that I've used that I've been like no complaints, 100% satisfied, and like the La Mer one really just takes the cake for me. So I'm almost at the very end, and this particular one is 1 ounce, and it lasted me the entire year. You need so little to just moisturize the whole face, and it really just lasts throughout the day. It's so nice. It's like I said, it's not very heavy. So it's really good for all skin types. I do believe that they have a heavier like based one. I don't remember what it's called, to be honest with you guys, but a heavier based one that's better for probably like dry skin. If you have like combination or like oily skin, that's probably the way to go. And then if you have drier skin, I'm sure they have other options for you. So like the next 2 products I sort of use like in conjunction. Is that the right word? I'm pretty sure conjunction is the right word to use, but hit me up in the comments if it's not. So I'm gonna show you guys them together, and then I'll sort of explain like why I love them together. So these are the Youth to the People. One is the Super Berry, the other one's the Super Clay. So these are the Youth to the People. This one is the Super Berry Hydrate Glow and Dream. Oh my god. Start over. The Super Hydrate and Glow Dream Mask. And then I also have the Power and Clear Power Mask. I'll start with the Power Mask, just because obviously like it would go first. So this is the Niacinamide and Kombucha one. You apply it for like 10 minutes and then you rinse it off. ever in my life used a mask that leaves my skin feeling so soft. Never. I literally am like, holy crap. Like, so soft and so smooth and just like buttery skin. You know, like, if that makes sense. Without it feeling heavy. It's so hard to explain. And obviously, like I just mentioned, it has niacinamide. As you guys can tell, I was on a crazy niacinamide kick during 2020 and 2021, the end of 2020 into 2021. So I have a lot of niacinamide products, but it's working. It's doing your girl justice, so I ain't motherfucking complaining, okay? So then the Dream Mask is with I can't pronounce all of these, so I'm not even gonna try. But it does also have like vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. So I use this mask every night when I go to sleep, except in summer months. I don't use this mask in the summertime, and I'll show you guys the one that I do use in the summertime. But the reason that I don't use this in the summertime is because it's very heavy. It's almost like a whipped, very like thick consistency, but it really just moisturizes my skin through the night. So I feel like sometimes like you go so hard, like after you're wearing your makeup, you're double cleansing, you know, I don't use makeup wipes, but if you are, then, you know, to each his own. You're just really stripping your skin of so much, and I just feel like at night it really just help me restore everything that I've sort of taken away with washing and cleansing, just adding all that moisture back into my skin. And then I go to sleep at night and I just wake up feeling so fresh and so like my skin feels good and moisturized, and then I can wash my face in the morning and restart my whole day anew and not really feel like my skin has lost any of its like natural moisture, because anything I took out I basically added back in. I hope that like sometimes I'm like, does that really make sense? I don't know, but that's how it works like in my mind. So that's how I'm sharing it with y'all. So in the summer months, well, that's funny, that's ironic. For summer months, I use the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Mask. Now this one you do wash off, but you don't have to like wash it. Like, you don't use like a lot of water. You literally use a damp cloth and you blot it away. So you guys can see like I've only used a tiny bit because I literally only use it in the summer months. But yeah, like what I love about this, it's called the Jet Lag Mask. With this one's really nice because it does just feel like my skin is like woken up after a day of being out in the sun. Like, you know, just like the sun just like takes so much away from your natural, like from your skin period, which is why it's so important to wear sunblock. And so I just feel like when I use that, it really just rejuvenates my skin, refreshes it. It cools down any redness that I've picked up while I've been outside, and it like just sort of neutralizes me and brings me back to like starting base. So that's why I really did want to mention this in the video. Like I said, I don't use it at all in the winter months, but it's a great thing to have in the summer. And if you don't want something maybe as heavy as the Dream Mask, you can probably use this all winter long. It's just not a personal preference for me. That's the only difference. So speaking of sunscreen, this is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen, and I use this every single day, makeup or not. Now, what I love about this sunscreen, which is why I'm so obsessed with it, you guys can see it's like damn near empty. Why I'm so obsessed with it is because it acts almost as a primer underneath your makeup. When you're putting your makeup on, your makeup just like sticks right to it, and it doesn't move. Like I'll have like transfer, but not enough to like pull makeup off for you to see my skin underneath. And I think it's just like a combination of all the products I use. But I love that by adding in a sunscreen to my application, it hasn't changed my makeup game, and that's what makes me happy, because you never want to add anything in that you feel like, damn, now I've got to change my makeup routine to accommodate this new product because this product is doing XYZ to my makeup. Literally nothing has changed, which is why I really, really like this particular one. And they do have others, but this is the Unseen Sunscreen. It's like there's no residue, there's no white cast, there's no nothing. Like, it's like, because that's another thing, let's be honest, that's brown girls, like you put on sunscreen and you're like, I'm gray. Why am I gray? Is SPF just automatically gray? Like, I don't get it. So, Unseen. Get into it. Alright, so moving on to makeup. I'm just looking at this and I'm like, ooh, I might have took out a little bit too much stuff. So we're gonna start with our brows, and the first thing I'm gonna talk about is something you guys have heard me talk about before if you guys have been following me for a while. This is the Pink Honey Glue in Strawberry Sherbet. This is my ride or die eyebrow product, okay? You guys see my eyebrows? Do you see them? Let me make it clear. When I got this in, I do not have eyebrows. They don't look like this, okay? I've got like 3 eyebrow hairs. Okay, I'm dragging it. Maybe I've got like 30, but like on together, 15 and 15. My brows are so freaking thin that it's just not a vibe. Not a vibe. But what I love about this is I can go through, pull, like, you know, comb it through my brows with a spoolie and then really get that laminated brow effect, but then still be able to fill it in with my brow pencils or my powders or my pomades or whatever, and it still holds the shape of my brows. So right now I've got lifted, arched, sexy eyebrows, and without them, they look like 2016, 2017 black brows with Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. And there's nothing wrong with Dip Brow. I still use it to this day. It's fire. It's just without this, I wasn't doing a damn thing. Now I am. So what I also love about this, if you have more brow hairs than I do, you can even wear this with no product, like literally just this, for that laminated brow effect, and it looks fire. Fire. I've done it once or twice for no makeup days and it works, but I just ain't got no eyebrows, so I need a little help. So alright guys, so let's get into eyes. I'm not gonna go through each of these colors because that seems insane, but I did pull quite a bit of them out. I didn't pull all of them out just because ain't nobody got time for that, but I did pull quite a bit of them out just so you guys could sort of get an idea. Oh, here we go. So these are, everybody knows, like, I mean, like, we all know P. Louise for a lot of different things, but everybody like knows P. Louise for her eyeshadow bases, like just to like get your base started for your makeup. So I am obsessed with her paints. I love her bases as well. I use them religiously, but her paints have got me like in a fucking chokehold, okay? And because we don't gatekeep over here on this channel, I'm going to share some of my favorite ones with you. So the thing about her paints is that they are very similar to her bases, but they're thicker consistencies. You can use them on your eye and you can cover them. You can not cover them, but you can go on top of them with eyeshadow, or you don't have to. The bases blend so beautifully. You can literally use the bases almost like wet eyeshadow and get the exact same effect as if you were just using powder, you know, like traditional eyeshadow. So just to sort of like give you guys an idea, I have like so many different colors. Like this is a teal. I've got almost like a navy, like blue. And these originally started when she did a collab with Mama Mitchell. They were acid rain paints and they did a bunch of colors together, but then she went ahead and she just released a bunch of them. So this is like a red that's like flaming firecracker. Then I have like this cute, like super cute, like brownish one that's called smoking hot. I have so many of them. Like, honestly guys, if I went through every color, we'd be here all day. But what I also love is that you ever do need like a white shadow, and like sometimes like the white shadow in your palette is just not doing the trick. She has a white base. So literally it is, oh, I have blue in it from when I was probably doing makeup last, but like literally a pure white base. So go in very lightly, put your white base on, and then pack it, like set it with a little bit of shadow just to make sure, like especially if it's in a crease area, I like to set it with shadow just to make sure it doesn't actually crease, like in a fold, like, you know what I mean, like if it's in a fold area of your eye. But then on top of it, she released metallic ones. I was like, girl, can you get off my neck? I'm not trying to spend all my money, okay? Or maybe I am, but that's beside the point. That's neither here nor there. Okay, so the metallic ones I love because they're really awesome for liner looks, like graphic liner looks, similar like the one I've got going on today. Or you can do, I sometimes use it as a base, like as a base for my glitter, like shadows or like pigments that I put on top. The other thing that I really like is that I love to use the metallic bases as like inner corner highlight. It really illuminates the inner corner of your eye, like for really dramatic looks, without having to use highlighter, which I find sometimes over the course of the day may eventually begin to fade. But because these are wet bases, they stick and they really last throughout the day. So that is sort of like another reason why I'm like literally obsessed with them. So while we're on the topic of eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into eyeshadow palettes. So I have been really like you guys are like, what the fuck? I've been really like using 4 palettes sort of like religiously over the course of 2021. In 2020, I was really like testing my artistry and like my craft and like trying to really step outside of the box and do really unique creative looks. Whereas in 2021, I sort of like settled down and like got like really at a place where I was sort of comfortable with like my skills, and sort of went back to just doing not natural looks but natural colors. But I still do have some color palettes in here because your girl can't really stay away from color. Let's just keep it funky. So the first one is by a brand called The Lab. This is their Natural Remedies palette. You guys can see here, it's like super beautiful, not like neutral tones in here. You do have some pops of colors, some glitters, some shimmers in here as well. But I loved using this palette a lot when I was doing just really soft glam, like really like subtle looks that were still really intriguing and really unique and eye-catching. That palette has really like been a game changer for me because I have a lot of palettes, but a lot of times I find myself, especially when I'm doing natural looks, still somehow dipping into other palettes simply because the colors in the palette may be natural to one person but they're not natural for me. But in this palette I find all of the colors that I need without really having to dig into anything else. So the next one I'm going to show you guys is the P. Louise Canceled palette. This is another natural or neutral palette, but it's a difference. There's a difference. Sorry guys, it's like super dusty. So here's the palette itself. Super neutral colors, lots of browns, lots of nudes, lots of, you know, deep burgundies, plums, and like things like that. However, on me, this palette runs very cool toned. So it's really nice to do natural cool tone looks, or neutral, natural, whatever word you want to use, cool tone looks. But sometimes when I want something warm, I lean more towards the Natural Remedies, and when I want something more cool, I lean towards the P. Louise. So that's why it's sort of like 2 natural palettes in there. So the next thing, you guys, like this needs no introduction, no nothing. Like, come on guys, come on. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys have seen I use these palettes like they're going out of style, bro. Like seriously, these palettes mean everything to me. They are so like just near and dear to my heart because, like, I'm not gonna make this too long, but like I learned really creative, unique looks with these palettes. Like there is just nothing you cannot do with the Carnival series. So I will show you the first one. If you guys have never seen them before, be careful. I'm gonna just be careful, my mirror is broken on this one. This is the Carnival XL Pro. You guys can see here I've hit pan on quite a bit of shadows in this palette, but there is, like I said, these palettes know no limits. This is the Carnival 3 Love Tahiti. Again, super colorful, really vibrant. You guys can see I've hit pan on quite a bit of shades in here as well. And then more recently, just a few months ago, she did the Carnival The Antidote. Again, still very colorful, but you have deeper tones here, deeper, like, you know, richer colors in this one. And so again, like, I love to sort of dive into more natural colors, natural color looks with this palette, but still unique styles. So whenever I'm thinking cut crease, like, you know, graphic this and just really unique blending, the Carnival palettes are my babies. They are my go-tos. And then I sort of mix them with the P. Louise bases, and like, guys, like the combo is just, it's just unreal. It's unreal. And I've taken 2 classes with Stacey Marie MUA. She is the creator of the Carnival palettes, and like her mind is insane, and just the color combos that she thinks to use are just incredible. And that's why, like I said, they're like super near and dear to me. Like a few years ago, I would have never thought to compare, like to put together brown and purple, or you know, I don't know, like green and pink. Like I would not have done those things. I would have done like purple and pink or green and yellow. Like that would have sort of been my color combos. But in taking the class with her, number one, taking the classes, because I took 2 with her, and then also just having these palettes and seeing the colors that are just in the palette, it really just opened up doors for me and just made me so comfortable and just feel so complete with my craft. And so that is why those are just like, I could not film this video without mentioning those palettes to you guys. If you guys don't have them, I know there's a lot of color palettes on the market, but if you're looking to step outside of your comfort zone and try something new, I truly recommend those palettes. I can't speak highly enough about them. So yeah. So the next thing I want to talk to you guys about, same collection. These are the Tahiti Lashes from Be Perfect Cosmetics. They're also in collaboration with Stacey Marie MUA. That's why you see it was the same print as the Tahiti palette. I'm wearing these same lashes now. I live by these lashes. I swear by them. They are my ride or die. I buy them all the time. You guys can see, like, this is a fresh set. I've got more in there. I don't let myself run out of this lash, and it's awesome because they're not really expensive either. I'll put them a little closer so you guys can really see. I'm really like, I'm just obsessed with these. They're shorter on the inner corner and they sort of fan out, but they're dramatic without being overly dramatic. They're not too long, they're not too short, they're not too wispy, they're not too anything. For me, it is the perfect lash. I can wear this lash if I'm doing like super crazy intricate looks, or like right now where I just literally have on eyeliner and a bit of a graphic liner and it's not overkill. They don't touch my eyebrows. They don't, like, it's just like, to me, they're the perfect lash. And I've used a lot of lashes, and I could show you guys more lashes that I love, but like these are like my everyday, can't go wrong lashes. Next up are these, they're very small, so I'm gonna like, these are the Peaches Makeup Pigments. Guys, you guys, I can't. Obsessed. I think I'm obsessed with everything in this video, hence why it's in the video, but I have, I think, 20 different pigments from Peaches, and I am planning on investing in more because they're that good. So what I love about the Peaches pigments is they're very intense. So I will show you. I'm gonna just put it on my finger. Look at that. All I did was dip my finger in, guys. Like, literally, look at that. Come on. Like, how can you not literally be obsessed? Like, and that's just 2 colors. I have blues, I have pinks, I have greens, I have like all different types of ones, and I would be here all day if I started to take them out, so I'm gonna spare you that misery. But yeah, like, these are just so amazing. You can put them on top of your shadows, you can put them on top of bases. Sometimes if I want like a really subtle but like glitzy, like glowy look, I will go ahead and use a brush that's like not a dense brush, and like not a flat brush but not a blending brush. Here we go. This is a good one. This is one of Peach's brushes as well. I'll go ahead and use one of these. Just tap it very lightly into the pigment and then just dust it. Unreal. And when it catches the light, no matter which color you use, like, they are literally eye-catching. I've had like random people be like, oh my god, what eyeshadow do you use? And then I have to tell them, like, it's not eyeshadow, it's the pigment. And sometimes obviously it's a combination of both. So sometimes I'll use a shimmer from a palette, and if to me the shimmer is a little bit too one-dimensional, I'll dive into one of the pigments, put it on top, and because almost all of the pigments from Peaches have like a mix of colors, you'll pick up different reflex depending on the light. So sometimes you'll catch a pink or a blue or a green or a yellow, and like, it's just like, they're unreal. So moving on from eyes, we're gonna go ahead and move on to base. I'm gonna sort of do these together just because it's just easier that way. You guys know these. I mean, like, if you don't know them at this point, I don't know what you're doing. What are you doing? Okay? These are the Too Faced Born This Way products. This particular one is the multi-use sculpting concealer, and then this is the matte foundation. What I love about these is the color, like the colors, what do you call it? The color range, there we go, I'm like, what am I trying to say, is great. It goes from very fair to really deep. You get such a good range of colors with these products. But what's really nice is they're full coverage without being like cakey. You can build them up if you need a little bit more coverage. They blend together like a dream. So using them together, I never really have an issue at all. And then they do last. They last all day. I have natural folds in my under eyes, but outside of there, I never get creasing. I wear a mask. I never get creasing. I never like lose any, like literally. Oh my God. That's why you don't do shit like that. The next product, this is the H&B Cosmetics Soft Focus Loose Powder. I use the shade Banana. So this powder is so amazing. The only thing is that because it's a banana, she does have darker shades, don't get me wrong. This is what I'm about to say has nothing to do with the brand itself or the colors that they've released, rather than the product that I have purchased. I have the shade Banana, and so because I use the shade Banana, I use it strictly to brighten my under eye, and then I don't use this for the rest of my face. But what is amazing about this is, like I said earlier, it doesn't about my concealer, is that it doesn't crease. It is such a nice powder. It lasts all day. My makeup doesn't break down. It's not too light. It doesn't have that white cast. It doesn't have flashback, like none of that, which is a lot of times not the case for such a fair powder on like deeper skin. Okay, so my ride or die all over my face powder. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you've used. I don't care who you are. I swear by the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose Setting Powder. I use the shade Deep Peach. I use this underneath my eyes as well. So I'll go in with the H&B Cosmetics. I'll go ahead and I'll press it in. I'll completely press it in, and then I'll go over it and I'll bake with this. So I have that illuminating under eye, but the rest of my face is not super bright either. So the Deep Peach shade is just perfect for me. It really locks my makeup in all day. Like I said earlier, not too long ago, I do get some transfer onto like my masks and things like that, but nothing enough to really damage my makeup underneath it. And I think it's a combination of all the products I use, but I think the ABH Loose Setting Powder like really helps to lock everything in and really help my makeup to really last all day. Like I've literally like, this is no credit to me. I mean, I apply my makeup as best as I can, but like I've had people say to me like, you've been out all day, like your makeup's been done since 11 a.m. It's 1 in the morning. Why does your makeup still look so good? And I'm just like, this right here. This right here. Okay? So let's go ahead, let's jump into blush. Right now, I love any type of blush, cream, powder, or liquid. It doesn't like bother me at all. Like I don't really have a preference. I do love cream and liquid blushes for like no makeup days, because like I said earlier, like I will literally wear nothing except lip gloss and maybe a little bit skincare, and if I'm feeling frisky, I might throw some blush on, but that's literally it. So these are the Blushes with an R made by Mitchell, and this obviously you guys know like Mitchell is a very, very popular makeup artist on Instagram. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. Yeah, I don't think so. But he made these blushes. The colors are literally incredible. I don't know why I feel like they're a little dirty, but these are a few of the colors here, and then these are the other ones here. And what I love about these, and what I love about these is you can mix the colors. Like I have them mixed today. I think I'm wearing Posy Rosy and Cherry Cola. Like I've got them mixed together and I just love it. You can really like sort of custom make your own colors. I also really love these, wait for it, as bases on my eyes. okay? I will literally use anything as a base at this point. I'm like, lipstick? Let's do it. Anything at this point that I think has really rich color is like a game changer in my book. So these blushes are absolutely incredible. They're definitely a staple now in my makeup collection. You do like, if you guys ever like want to invest in these, you do use these it's best to use them while your products are still wet. So I won't set my makeup until my blush is done, and then I'll go over it with a little bit of setting powder, also to set the blush as well, because blush tends to fade over the course of the day. I don't find it too much with these, but just to be safe, it's something that I do, and then I've got beautiful looking blush throughout the course of the day. So while we're still on the topic of blush, the next one is I don't know how to say this. Oh yes, I do. It's the Beauty Bakery Snackaroons, like a macaroon, snackaroon blush in the shade Kiss My Cheeks. I love, like, look at this. You guys, this color's insane. It's insane. Look. It's insane. This is like eyeshadow worthy pigment in a blush. Like, I picked this up one day when I was at Target, and I was like, oh, let's give it a try. I've never used a Beauty Bakery blush. You know, I have other products from the line, but I've never used the blush, and I literally was like, how long have I been missing out on this? Why didn't anybody tell me? Y'all got me out here failing. Y'all not trying to set me up for success. Come on. They're sick. They're sick. They're so sick. Anyway, they're so pigmented. It's like, it's so insane. So definitely wanted to throw that in there as well. With the lip products, I feel like I want to more so focus on brands and not necessarily colors, because colors work differently for everyone. I will tell you what my favorite colors are in each of these things, but I just really want to focus more on brands because I like formulas. So the first one is the shade, these are the, I don't even know what they're called. They're the Supreme Velvet lipsticks by Be Perfect, and my shade that I'm obsessed with lately, and you'll see guys very quickly, I'm a nude lipstick girl. Like, I got one rich color in this thing right now. This smells good. I don't think I've ever noticed. Anyway, so this is the shade I'm gonna get it. Like, how gorgeous is that? So it's like a peachy nude that I love to pair with brown lipstick. So what I really like is if I've got a really deep rich brown, I love to go with a peachy nude just to let it, like, it does, like, the color combo is not too off. It doesn't run gray, it doesn't run like pink. It's like it blends so beautifully with brown. So that's why I love this shade so much. And it does last like quite a while. You don't really have to run into issues. It's not too drying. So the next thing, I can feel the shade coming, and like I said, it's cool. These are the Jaclyn Cosmetics lipsticks. I don't know what they're called. Outspoken, I think. Outspoken liquid lipsticks. So the two shades that I wear are I'm a Cancer and Outspoken. So the I'm a Cancer is more like a true, I don't like to use the word true nude because nude is different for everybody, but like I can't also think of like another word that I want to use right now. So this is it right here. So as you can see, I'm gonna get it runs more peach and this runs more like neutral, although it still has like pinkish undertones. This is like, that's what I said, it's not a true nude, it's more true nude, okay? So then we're gonna go to Outspoken, which is way more pink. And let me just like, I'm trying to get the lighting right. I'm just gonna put this anywhere because I can't see. Like, you guys see how pink that is? You're probably like, all three of these colors are the same. They're not, okay? Definitely not. So the I'm a Cancer one, I love to pair with more like soft brown lip liners. And then when I go for things like Outspoken, I go for more pink, like more rich pink lip liners, just so like I blend them. They just blend better that way. So still on the topic of lipstick, this I'm wearing it right now. This, I can't. These are the P. Louise, and you know she has like her thing with bases. You guys just saw me, I showed you 50 bases. This is her lip base in the shade Semi Nude. Swear by it. Okay, wait, let me do it here. So for me, this is like a true nude. Like, look. Literally, like, this is such a oh, I can't. I'm gonna put some on right now. Like, look at that. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's so gorgeous. I can't. This is like what I want every nude lipstick for me to look like. Like when I go to the store and I'm like, ooh, I want a nude. That's what I'm looking for. That right there. This right here. This is literally like, it's like game changer for me. I got that and I got home and I was like I ordered it and I was like, I don't know, like if it's gonna work for me. Honey, it's my new favorite lipstick. Okay? Then, completely different from what I was just talking about. This is the shade, same thing, the Cosmetic Bases by P. Louise. This shade is Left on Red. Couldn't find it for the life of me. Look at that. Is that not the richest red? And the thing is that it's not a blue red, so it's not like a Ruby Woo or a, what's the other one? What's the one from Fenty? Like, what's the Fenty one called? I can't think of it off the top of my head right now, but it's not Stunna. There we go. No, I think they're all Stunna. Whatever. Anyway, beside the point, I'm rambling. It's a different tone of red, which is why I love it. It's so rich. I feel like in the summertime with like just a bright like colored outfit and then that, it's like, sick. Love it. The next thing I want to share with you guys, this is the Double Glazed lip gloss by Be Perfect Cosmetics in the shade Starkers. So just like you guys saw me like just literally have a mini orgasm over the P. Louise Semi Nude, that's how I feel about Starkers. Like, the thing about it is that it's super pale. Like, this is like concealer lips for someone who's like 40 shades lighter than me. Like, that's how light it is. But with the right lip combo, it's incredible. I am so obsessed with it. And the thing about it is that I don't own any other lip glosses like it. Like, you see how like just how fair it is? And that's just my vibe. Like, I'm all about it. And then these sort of speak for themselves. I'm not gonna swatch them, I'm not gonna explain. These are the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bombs. Literally my two favorite shades are the original, the Fenty Glow, and then the Diamond Milk. Yeah, Diamond Milk. The Diamond Milk is so incredible because it can go on top of any color. Red, green, whatever fucking color lipstick you wanna wear, black, whatever. It adds the nicest shimmer, but does not change the color of your lipstick at all. It's incredible. I'm so obsessed with these lip glosses, and I stopped wearing them for a while, but by the end of the year, like you know, before New Year's, I was really like back into them. The last thing I want to share with you guys in terms of lip glosses is the Iconic London glosses. These are their lip plumping glosses. I use the shade Love Struck. So this was like my ride or die before I found Starkers, the one that I'm wearing right now, because it had that creamy, milky, like luscious, full lips. And like, I have a lot of lip insecurities. This is why I get mine done. But like, that just like intensifies everything, and I just love the way it completes the look. So because it has a slight color to it, like it has a tiny little tinge, it does change the color of your lipstick just a little bit. So you do want to make sure to pair it with the right colors. So the last thing that I want to share with you guys are my lip liners. I am such a snob when it comes to lip liners. Like, I am very particular about my colors because I've got so many lipsticks and I just always want to have the exact right lip liner to go with the perfect lipstick. Like, I don't want to be compensating, if that makes sense. So I'm going to show you all of the ones that I'm obsessed with. So the 3 that I swear by are like my 3 most used ones are from Makeup Forever. These are the Artist Color Pencils. You can use these anywhere, your lips, your face, your eyes. You can literally use them anywhere. They're quite literally what they're called. They're artist pencils, so you can sort of really go crazy with them. I will show you every color right now. Oh shit, I pulled out 3, but I only meant to take 2, sorry. So the first one is the shade I'm wearing right now. That's Versatile Chestnut. It's just so incredible. It's such a beautiful shade. If you have deeper skin tone and you want to find a brown that doesn't run too cool, doesn't run too red, doesn't run too brown, like, I think Versatile Chestnut is an amazing one. I find that for girls that are a little bit darker than me, or even a lot darker than me, they have a shade called True Brown. That one's gorgeous too. It's just a little bit too deep for me, which is why Versatile Chestnut is like my holy grail. So then we've got Boundless Berry. So Boundless Berry is like what I was saying earlier when I mentioned wanting to go towards more pinks, lipsticks. That's why I would turn to something like the Outspoken with Jacqueline, from the Jacqueline Cosmetics, just because together, when they're blended in, the combo is sickening. So I tend to lean more towards colors like this for shades like Boundless Berry. The next one is Colourpop. These are the lippy pencils. The shade I use is BFF3. So this one is a little bit more of like, it's still a rich brown, but on me it runs a little bit cool, so I have to be a little bit careful when I go for my nude lipsticks, because otherwise the nude lipstick can turn the shade to look a little bit gray, just because on me BFF3 runs a little bit cool. So matching the lipstick is a little bit, I'm not going to use the word difficult, but I have to be a little bit more mindful when I'm reaching for a nude lipstick when I'm wearing BFF3. But as you guys can see, it's such an incredible brown. It's beautiful. And I think regardless of what color you are, it will look so, it'll look so nice. So next up, these are the Huda Beauty Lip Contour 2.0 pencils. And this shade is Warm Brown. And what I love is that is exactly that, is such a warm brown. This is it here. So beautiful. So today I'm actually wearing Versatile Chestnut as my original liner. Then I blended it out with a little bit of this Huda Beauty Warm Brown. Went in with my P. Louise semi-nude base and then topped it off with the Starker's gloss. So it's a little intricate, but you guys got the idea. So next up, this is my Morphe pencil. You guys can see it's super, super tiny. This is the shade Sweet Tea. I feel like everybody knows this shade. This is it right here. So you guys can tell, Sweet Tea is BFF3, but toned down, several notches. You know what I'm saying? So where this one is a little bit more chestnutty, it's a little bit more red. This one's a little bit truer brown. This one's got some nude to it. It's a little bit warm. And this one's a little bit cool. There's a method to my madness, you guys. And then lastly, also a tiny pencil because your girl uses it a lot. This is the Urban Decay lip liners in the shade Liar. Just gonna put this right across the top here. Liar's like my baby. Whenever I want to go with a nude that's a little bit darker than the semi-nude, so I'll mix it with Kylie Cosmetics Exposed or the Makeup Forever, I can't remember the name of the lipstick, but there's a nude lip gloss lipstick there that's really beautiful with this, or Anastasia Beverly Hills is Staunch. I'll go with things like this. This is it here. This is the shade Liar. I think this shade is absolutely so beautiful. It almost has purple undertones to it, which is why I think it's so cool and unique. You guys can see they're all in the same family, but I don't have any other lip liners that look similar to this, which is why it's as freaking small as it is. But yeah, so those are my ideal lip liners, my babies. I love these. No one could take them away from me. If any of them are ever discontinued, I will literally be screwed. You'd probably find me crying on a curb somewhere. So I literally forgot to mention this when I was talking about skin. How dare I? But guys, I swear by this. This is the Be Perfect Cosmetics Get Wet Highlighters. I've talked about them many a time. I wear them all the time. I'm wearing it right now. It's incredible. So much like, you know how like everybody went crazy a few years ago over Kylie Jenner's like wet set from Kylie Cosmetics? Same concept, slightly different formula, much less, like, it's less aggressive. I almost never use the Get Wet palettes because they're almost too blinding. These are so subtle and just offer like such a beautiful wet look to the skin, which is what I love about this. So this is the color Do You, the shade Do You, and I'm literally like picking it up here, you guys can see, but look at that. Like, it just looks like my skin is just radiating. These were made with the Carnival palettes that I showed earlier, the Tahiti collection. There are 2, maybe 3 other shades, I don't really remember. I have another one that runs a little bit more gold, but this is like holy grail for me. This is my baby. I'm obsessed. I'm almost out, which scares me a little bit because I'm like, oh my god, like I'm gonna have to really like bulk up and get a bunch of them because I don't ever want to run out of that thing. And like I feel like even on days when I don't use highlighter, I'm kind of like, I think I want to use it. Or like even if I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go for a different highlighter, 2 seconds later I'm like, do you. I can't tell you guys the last time I wore any other highlighter, just simply because this one's just so incredible and it looks so beautiful with so many looks. So yeah, but alright guys, that concludes this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys found some new products that you're excited to try. Like I said, these are things that were like truly my ride or die during 2021. I'm really excited to like see like how I feel at the end of 2022 to see if I'm still using these or what I kept and what I got rid of. It'll be such a cool thing to like come back and like really see and like see where I was at the beginning of the year and like what my vibe was versus at the end of the year or at the beginning of next year, just to see like what I'm all about later. So like I said guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, remember, like I said at the beginning, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel. I post a new video every week. And of course guys, if you like this and you want to see more videos like it, give it a thumbs up, and of course leave me a comment in the comment box down below. I will be sure to link everything in the description box so you guys can find whatever it is that you're looking for. But if you guys have any other questions, go ahead and hit me up in the comment boxes down below. I always respond. And of course if you guys have me on Instagram, shoot me a DM. I always answer them. It may take me a little while sometimes, but I always get to them. I'm happy to share. Like I mentioned earlier, we do not gatekeep on this channel, okay guys? So it's mine is yours, and hopefully what's yours is mine. So yeah. Alright guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys all in my next video.